president. And whereas on September 30th, 1946, the college held its first classes in the hospital unit of the former Big Spring Army Air Force Bombardier School with 148 students. And whereas Howard College moved to its current location in Big Spring on September 12, 1951, the Student Union Building was built in 1959, and Dorothy Garrett Coliseum was approved by Howard County voters on June 19, 1975. And whereas the Lamesa campus of Howard College began offering classes in 1972, the San Angelo campus first held classes in 1978, and Southwest College for the Deaf was created in 1980. And whereas in 2004, thanks to Marie Hall, the greenhouse was renovated and the cottage, a new child care center, opened. In 2006, the Hall Center for the Arts facility was added to the campus. And whereas in 2013, the G.C. Broughton Jr. Ag Complex and Classroom Building was constructed by the G.C. Broughton Jr. Foundation. And whereas today, as it has for the last 75 years, Howard College continues in making dreams real. Now, therefore, I, Shannon D. Thomason, Mayor of the City of Big Spring, Texas, do hereby proudly proclaim September 30th, 2021 as Howard College Day in Big Spring, Texas, and encourage all citizens of Big Spring to join me in celebrating 75 years of Howard College and its positive impact on our community, and to also join me in looking forward to the next 75 years of Howard College's endeavors and activities. Given under my hand and the seal of the City of Big Spring this 30th day of September 2021, signed, Shannon Thomason, Mayor.
All right. So several names have been called out as part of resolutions, and I know that was coming, but I want to pay a special tribute to one of our guests tonight. You heard about a Mr. Piner, and it just happens that his grandson, Dr. Rip Patterson, is here. So Rip, why don't you wave to the crowd? Goes back 75 years. We all know that Rip Patterson has been a very important part of our community for a long time as a dentist, and was also a part of our dental hygiene program, serving as the dentist. And we appreciate what your family has done and the vision that you all had. There's a greatness there that has continued all those years, so thank you very much. I would also like to pay a special also tribute to the fact that we also have a lady by the name of Carol Adams here. Carol, where are you? Carol, her father was one of the early trustees in the 50s, and would be a trustee up until the 60s, 70s? Okay, 73. And again, what you'll notice when you look at and you go back and you see the years of service that our trustees have provided to Howard County and to the Howard County Junior College District, it's amazing because there is just such leadership and legacy. And tonight we have John Freeman, who's our chair, and we have Dr. Marisha Beck, and we have Ben Zychik that are representing the trustees of today. So let's give them a round of applause. I've been trying to watch the crowd. I don't want to leave out. John Weeks is representing his father. George Weeks was also a trustee. So let's recognize the Weeks family for their involvement. And Jonell Davis, there's a man called Harold Davis. I think y'all all maybe know about him. And Harold Davis and Jonell were a part of the early college history. Jonell and I were talking about just a few minutes ago that they were here the second year. And they would be a part of the college faculty. He was the coach. They would be a part of that early history, and then Harold would come back and he would serve as a Board of Trustees member as well. So let's give the Davis family a round of applause as well. Okay, I think I've fanned the audience, and I don't think I'm leaving any of our trustees off that have been a part of the legacy of Howard College. We may have some individuals. I have been texting with people that were unable to come, and so we may be having those people live stream with us. And so wherever you are, we thank you for your role as board members of, we think, the greatest community college in the state of Texas. Maybe the nation will say that. So thank you all for your leadership as trustees. Well, now we're going to move into some more messages from the friends that we have, again, that make up Howard College. And we're going to start out with, this is a little message that was sent in from one of our early students, and I'm going to let the video roll.
Hi, I am Jonell Hutto, class of 1952. I attended Howard College when it was first a junior college at the Big Spring Army Air Base in 1950 and 51. In 1951, we moved to the new campus on Birdwell Lane, and this summer I was in Big Spring and visited the campus and was just thrilled to see the expansion and how beautiful the campus is. I was privileged to be a member of the choir and also of the Blue Note Sextets directed by Elizabeth Coe. I was a cheerleader and went to many for our basketball team and went to many out-of-town games chaperoned by Miss Coe. And my very favorite memory of being at the college was in 1952 when I was voted class favorite. Thank you for including me in the 75th anniversary of Howard College. I wish for many years to come the blessing of the college to area students.
So that's our beginning. It's all about students. And when the people of Howard County voted this college district in, it was all about making dreams real for students. It wasn't about anything personal for them, perhaps a family member, but it was because they wanted futures, they wanted opportunities. And so Ms. Hutto represents that early group, and we're going to be progressing through several decades through this event. But I want to go next to a part of the Howard County Junior College District is the people, the employees that have cared so much, that have given and still do give so much of their love and concern and their expertise for the students of Howard College. And we have a message from an administrator that I'd like to share now.
Hello, I'm Mike Bruner, former Vice President for Finance. I hope this finds you well and prosperous. I regret that I won't be able to be with you in person, but I wanted to take a minute to congratulate you on this great milestone. The Board of Trustees at Howard College have continued to endorse steps to ensure continued success for the college by supporting all your efforts in serving the local community as the needs and demands evolve. I have many, many fond memories and great friends from when I was able to live in Big Spring, Texas, and work every day at Howard College. Again, I wish I could be there with you. Congratulations on your accomplishments. I look forward to watching the college as you do what's necessary to serve the region. And thanks, a special thanks, in fact, to Sherry and the team she has by her side. Have a great day. Enjoy.
Mike is one of many college administrators, faculty that have given a lifetime, again, serving the students. But we're also a place about partnerships. And we have a 75-year history of lots of different partnerships. And I'd like to share a couple of video clips from some partners that have sent them in.
Good evening, Howard College. Happy 75th anniversary. I'm Colonel James Finlayson, the Vice Wing Commander at Goodfellow Air Force Base. We at Goodfellow appreciate the profound impact on the local community and the long-lasting impact here at Goodfellow that you have made. First, some real brief history. Howard campus in St. Angelo started when Goodfellow started way back in World War II. Since then, the nature of our partnership has continued to grow. Goodfellow has 7 ongoing agreements with Howard College to include improved child care options for Goodfellow Air Force Base and the city of St. Angelo, expansion of firefighting and EMT certification training, a Goodfellow internship program, use of United States Air Force Medical Treatment Facility for Howard College student clinical experience, safety risk reduction program, and basic life skills training for employees who speak English as a second language. One initiative we're currently working on is the Adult Literary Council testing for career field success. We also have several working groups in which you are key members. Goodfellow Center for Teaching and Learning Excellence has Howard College as an equal and active partner with Angelo State University and Goodfellow Air Force Base. Again, congratulations from all of us here at Goodfellow Air Force Base on celebrating 75 years. This is a truly momentous occasion.
Next, we have a video clip from Shannon.
Hi, I'm Pam Bradshaw, the Chief Nursing and Chief Operating Officer at Shannon. On behalf of all of Shannon, we want to say congratulations to Howard College on your 75th anniversary. What an amazing accomplishment. And when I think about all that you have done and continue to do for our community, I am so proud to be a part of this process. We enjoy the partnership with Howard College for our health profession students and know that because of the great work that Howard College does, our community has great healthcare workers leading to exceptional care for everyone in our community. Thank you and congratulations.
A shout out to Scenic Mountain, Stacy Brown and Dr. Sarah Van, and also great partners that we've had. So they're here tonight. I'd like to thank y'all for being here. Something else that's a big part of the legacy of Howard College, as we talk about our students, and you've had the opportunity to hear from some of them, and we're continuing, but we have a legacy of greatness in athletics and have been blessed with several championships through the years. And of course, it's always, we love to win, but what we mostly love to win at as a part of our athletic programs is we want our young people to be great citizens. And we want them to learn how to work together and to be a team and to make things happen. And so that's what happens in athletics. And there are some years that's just like life. Some years are better than others. But we've had some great championships through the years, and they've been a lot of fun. And we're going to hear from some of these students. We're going to go back to the 60s, and we had a track team that would win a national championship 3 times, one right after another. They have another one in 67. And those gentlemen came for a reunion a few years ago, and to listen to them talk about the impact of Howard College and what it had done for them as far as the confidence, their families. It was just awe-inspiring. And then we're going to have a shout out from the team, the baseball team of 1991. Then we'll move into the basketball team that had the championship in 2010, and we have also the baseball players of the team that I think they still have the record in the United States for the number of wins. A pretty amazing team to watch. Also want to give out a shout out to a rodeo student that we were trying to catch and haven't been able to do that, Jason Schaefer, who was Rookie of the Year. I kid everyone and say, and I always wear these on special occasions. It seems that there's a lot of special occasions because we're always celebrating something about students, but these are our crown jewels. And what these medallions represent, they represent the championships that we've won, the track teams, basketball, rodeo, baseball, and we've just had great success through the years. And so now we're going to hear from those students in these video clips.
This is Don Carter. I'm a member of the 1962 and 1963 national champion track and field teams. We were a small group, only 12 men, but we were powerful. Coach Lewis got the best out of us. He taught us how to be a good athlete. He also taught us how to be a good citizen. Howard College was a very important impact on my life. Between Coach Lewis and the college, it started my educational career, which ended up at the University of Tennessee in 1975, where I received my doctorate. I taught in universities for 41 years, and if it hadn't been for the college there, I'm not too sure where I would have ended up. I want to wish you again all a very pleasant and wonderful day today. It is a very great milestone to reach 75 years in your institution. Thank you.
Move on.
Hey, my name is David Wood. I was the trainer for the 1991 National Championship baseball team at Howard, and Howard was a great time for me, and I loved every minute of it. Thanks.
Good evening. This is Mark Adams, former head coach of your 2010 National Champion Howard College men's basketball team. It's an honor to come to you this evening for the 75th anniversary celebration of Howard College. Though I've moved on from Howard, I will always have a special place in my heart for that team that was able to accomplish such great things. On our way to winning the NJCAA national title, the comeback Hawks provided us with so many memories, as well as moments that probably took a few days out of my life. When I reflect on our 33-2 season, I think back to our emotion-filled semifinal win over Eastern Utah, when we erased a 16-point deficit with only 4 minutes to play. Or when we followed the very next night and erased a 10-point deficit with only just 5 minutes to play to win the national championship game against Three Rivers. While those are only just 2 days out of that memorable season, I believe those moments were representative of the toughness, the togetherness, and the fighting spirit that Howard College, as well as the community of Big Spring, Texas, embodies. There's not a day that goes by that I don't count my blessings for having the opportunity to represent all of you as your head men's basketball coach. My time at Howard College molded me into the coach and the teacher that I am today. Thank you for allowing me to come to you on such a special occasion, and God bless you all. Go Hawks!
Howard College, this is Britt Smith. Happy anniversary, 75 years of being in education. It's a tremendous, tremendous achievement, and I want to thank you for allowing me to be a little part of it. Go Hawks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is J. Bob Thomas, and I'm here today to congratulate and celebrate 75 years of Howard Junior College. For me, it all started getting an opportunity to come to Howard as a student athlete, and then coming back a few years later and being able to be an assistant baseball coach. All my time at Howard, and still to this day, it always comes back to the relationships. And those relationships that I formed at Howard have made me into who I am as a person and who I am as a coach. Those relationships I formed on campus for those 7 years, it was the best time in my life. And people like Linda Conway, people like all the ladies in the business office, financial aid office, registrar's office, who would always seem to put our stuff and our boys right on top of the pile, no matter how big that pile was. And I know it was big. People like Margaret Cervantes, who I still have rosary beads that she gave me in 2009 when she couldn't make it to the Junior College World Series. And still to this day, I have them in my back right pocket and send her a picture before opening day every year. People like Jan Forsythe, who always went the extra mile to see if she could take care of some tuition, for one of our guys on campus that needed it. People like Miss Ortega in the men's dorm used to teach me a lot of lessons back when I went to Howard. Earl Diddle, who I could remember sitting in his office hours on end, listening to his stories about places he had been, institutions that he had worked for, things that meant something to him. Dr. Sparks, who my most recent memory of Dr. Sparks was at the first of COVID, sending her a picture of a blanket, a Howard College blanket that I first bought when I went to school there, and it was on my son's bed. And I always remember her saying, tough times don't last, but tough junior colleges do. And I felt a lot better with my son sleeping under that blanket as COVID was beginning. But so many relationships, so many good times, even more than the Junior College World Series in 2009. But those people, they formed me and they helped me be who I am today. And for that, I'll never be able to thank them enough. I'll leave you with this. I was talking to a recruit last night, and I told him I was going on my 10th year here at Texas Tech, but my heart will always be in Big Spring, Texas at Howard Junior College. Have a great night.
Hello everyone, my name is Runy Davis. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I was a starting center fielder for the 2009 champs. I was told I only had 20 seconds to talk about my experience at Howard Junior College and our baseball team, and I must say that I'm completely selling ourselves short. I will never get the day that my mom dropped me off at the dorms. Her message was simple. It was, "Are you sure you want to play baseball here?" Thank you to Coach Smitty, Coach Giese, Coach Thomas for giving me an opportunity to be a part of the greatest baseball team in junior college history. But most important, thank you to the Howard College and our Big Spring community for welcoming myself and teammates as family from day one. Go Hawks!
Hey y'all, Monk Kreder here, member of the 2009 baseball team at Howard College. Congratulations on 75 years. That's some of the best memories I've had, both academically and athletically, happened out there in Big Spring, Texas. Excited to see growth in the future with Dr. Sparks leading the way academically, and one of the best baseball minds I've been around in Jack Giese leading the baseball team. Go Hawks!
Hey everyone, this is Neal from the 2009 National Championship Baseball team. I want to say congrats to Howard College on 75 years. Howard College will always be a special moment in my life, and I'm thankful for my time spent there. Congratulations.
And hearing from those students and those video clips it's been very inspiring the last few days. But we have a final video that was, again, because of Delic USA, we were able to produce this video, and it covers the 75 years of Howard College. So I'm going to stand back and let you enjoy it. Angelo State University, that has been in the community for many years, but I would remind everyone that ASU was a junior college before it became a university. And what's unique about the community colleges is we have these programs that are called workforce, and that was something that we could bring lots of programs that are short-term, a year, 2-year kinds of programs. That was a void, and so we worked with leaders years ago to begin to change some of the focus as far as what we could do with workforce training. So we're producing students that can go to work and serve at the same time. Lots of other workforce opportunities that a community college can provide. So that's what we bring to San Angelo.
We've grown and we've expanded what we do for students while continuing to be a local, very affordable option for those seeking relevant once again. Quote, "It began as a dream almost a century ago. In 1946, the dream came true. And Howard College has been making dreams real ever since." The movement towards junior colleges in rural areas had begun by the late 1800s. In 1929, the Texas legislature provided for a process to establish such institutions, and by 1936, Dr. P.W. Malone of Big Spring was presenting the concept formally before the local school board, city management, and the Big Spring Chamber of Commerce. But economic hardships and a call to arms meant the dream would have to wait a little longer. As World War II drew to a close, Congress passed the GI Bill. Soldiers were headed home with an education promised to them, and young men and women throughout our region were able to focus on their futures. This rise in need coincided with the sudden availability of facilities with the closure of the Big Spring Bombardier School. In 1945, Mr. Frank Grimes wrote an editorial whose truth for that era has become astonishingly relevant once again. Quote, "There may have been a time when junior colleges were considered appendages or mere interludes between high school and college. That day is past. More and more, these schools are being considered as the people's colleges because of their proximity to the people." He continues, "The demand of the people for more practical education, that is training in how to make a living, will accentuate the need for a junior college, particularly one with a bend towards technical instruction." In that year's November election, with 87% of the vote in favor, the citizens of Howard County created the first county-wide junior college in the state, as qualified by new laws adopted by the Texas legislature, offering 2 years of college-level coursework and allowing students to affordably earn an associate's degree and prepare to advance to a university. Classes began September 30th, 1946 at Howard County Junior College, making a quality educational option accessible and affordable for the people of our region.
The future of Howard College is really being built on the wings of the Howard College greats that have gone before us. We believe we're very unique, and we always have been. Howard College has been, from the very beginning, a place that has valued diversity and has championed it. We serve individuals that come from all walks of life, all cultures. That has continued through the years.
I was here in 1951, 52, and loved it. It was small enough to know everyone, and it didn't cost a fortune at that point. And if you come from a dryland farm, that was important.
I had the desire to get a college degree no matter what, and I was going to do it. I had been accepted at Sam Houston State and Tech until the realization came in that I was short on funds. My parents couldn't send me there. So one morning I just came up here, talked to the administration, registered, and started attending college.
All of it was fun, and I had dear friends that have lasted a long time. Of course, basketball, and then the cheerleaders got to ride the bus with the boys to the games. Lots of fun.
It was a godsend to have Howard College in my own community. And that's the reason I started attending here.
The difference between Howard College and everyone else was the connection piece. I always feel like they didn't just ask me, hey, take the test, go take this, bring it back, get your grade. They would ask me things like, how's your family? How's your mom? You know, how's school? How's basketball going? It didn't feel like I was just a number.
Well, I came to Howard College trying to get my GED. The support that I receive over here and encouragement to continue my education allows me, you know, to keep going, and Howard College made me feel like family, gave me a lot of support, and I finished and I walked the stage earning my certificate, so it was really amazing.
As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of I'm a huge fan of school and education, but I'm a huge fan of Howard College. My first job out of college was at Howard College. I mean, that tells you something there.
Tradition is a thread that weaves throughout Howard College and ties our past, present, and future together.
Our board has always been a board that has been very visionary and has made decisions that really were before their time. In many instances, when you go back and you look at the history, that's the community college. It's for the people.
I was actually a student here from 93 to 95. Afterwards, I came back to town and served on the administrative side as director of outreach. Then I was blessed to be able to serve as a teacher, assistant professor of sociology and criminology. Also am now a board member of the trustees here. So it really gave me confidence coming here. The support that I got as not such a strong math student, wanting to major in business, that would later on become a key factor, knowing math. I had a really great professor, Mrs. Murphy at the time, that took the time. She made a huge impact on me.
Our foundation is strong and steadfast, allowing us to grow with our students and communities.
Whenever we have started a campus, it has been the result of community members that see that need for the community college experience. In Lamesa, that happened back in the 70s. Community leaders were behind that effort, and Howard College worked with those individuals to make something happen. Dawson County has been providing the space since the beginning, and that's been very important to Howard College because state funding does not allow us to use any kind of contact hour generation for brick and mortar. And so the fact that they have provided that space for all these years has made a difference, not only for the college to have a place, but most importantly, the citizens of Dawson County to have a place where they can attend and they can begin their community college journey.
I chose Howard College to go to school because I lived in Lamesa, and honestly I didn't really think I would go to college. I never thought I could go to college. I was going for my GED, and my GED instructor, Ms. Hernandez, was the one that told us about Howard College in Lamesa. And she said that there was a Howard College in Big Spring and there was one in Lamesa, so if we didn't have the funds to drive back and forth or go live in the dorms, that we could take classes at the Lamesa site, and that way we could, further our education without having to leave Lamesa.
Our SWID campus, which we now call the Southwest College for the Deaf, originally the Southwest Collegiate Institute for the Deaf, happened because of a series of events that came together. First, there was a gentleman in Howard County, Big Spring, who had a deaf son, and he was interested in what kind of opportunity is my child going to have when he gets old enough to go to college. At the same time, we had deaf leaders in our country who were also interested in this new thing called a community college. And then we had the closure of Webb Air Force Base. And the leaders of the city of Big Spring, as well as Howard County, were trying to determine what are we going to do with the space we have. And then, of course, Howard College was here. So all of those people came together, and we had the opportunity to create the only community college for the deaf in the country.
As a teacher who was a former student here myself, I see some former students who have continued to have a contact with SWID, with the campus here. I went to a Deaf Expo maybe 5 years ago, and I met a few former students from SWID. And wow, they were so excited to see me. They ran up, gave me a big hug. We don't understand the impact that we have had on students who have come through here. A very, very real and deep impact, and that has lasted throughout all these years, and it will continue in the future.
So a person might ask, why Howard College San Angelo? We obviously have a great university, Angelo State University, that has been in the community for many years, but I would remind everyone that ASU was a junior college before it became a university. And what's unique about the community colleges is we have these programs that are called workforce, and that was something that we could bring lots of programs that are short-term, a year, 2-year kinds of programs. That was a void, and so we worked with leaders years ago to begin to change some of the focus as far as what we could do with workforce training. So we're producing students that can go to work and serve. At the same time, lots of other workforce opportunities that a community college can provide. So that's what we bring to San Angelo.
We've grown and we've expanded what we do for students while continuing to be a local, very affordable option for those seeking to obtain higher education. Countless bachelor's and master's, MD's, and PhD's had a smart start with an associate degree from Howard College. Howard College is continuing our journey to the future with student success as our compass.
I think the biggest impact that Howard College makes on our students is the homegrown approach and the interaction that the students get with the instructors.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing my full potential. And I think that Howard is helping me see that. They are willing to help you to get through school. It's not just you and against money.
My older sister had came to Howard, and so did my dad. And I remember the experiences that my sister had, and she enjoyed the employees and the staff at Howard College. And so I came to tour Howard College, and it felt like home. It was such a small community that was welcoming. The employees here at Howard College care just as much as your success as you do.
I keep having to plug the diplomat program simply because that was a huge part of not only my scholarship and paying for my school, but I also had such a great time with it. I got to meet different members of the community. I got to participate in a lot of different community functions, and it was just a great way to be the face for Howard College in a way, and help Howard College help me, sort of. So it was a great experience.
From the very beginning, Howard College has had such great leadership and people that have led the institution as trustees. We've had the support of the voters and the taxpayers, and as we've grown and we've gone across the region, we have support from all of the communities that we serve. We have been very blessed with donors through the years. We have donors who've made such a difference in the growth and development and future of Howard College. We have a very rich tapestry of people that have made Howard College what it is today. Going forward, it's going to be about the leadership. It's going to be about the people that support Howard College, our taxpayers, our community members, and all the communities that we serve. It's going to be about the employees that dedicate their lives to serving. And we're all in it for the same thing, students having opportunity. That's the future of Howard College as we continue with that same vision, Howard College for students, for making dreams real.
Today, 3/4 of a century later, Howard College is strong. And in the future, it's plain to see how Howard College is poised to be more successful and important than ever before. Tomorrow's students will expect flexible education options. The already high demand for skilled trades and nursing will explode, and for the students planning bachelor's degrees and beyond, starting their journey with our affordable associate degree program will increasingly be the smartest way to start. The vision behind Howard College, the People's College, established to bring the education to the student, viewed from today, remains forward-thinking, continuing to lay the foundation for a strong future far beyond these first 75 years. We're the Howard College family. We give each other the inspiration to reach greater heights and make dreams real.
We are honoring Howard College. We're honoring the story of all the community colleges in the state of Texas and the impact that they're making. And why do we all do this? It's about students. And so as we close, there's this family, the Hardigree family, We've got 3 of those family members. Kaylin was our student here, presidential award winner. Kinsey, who was in the video, SGA president, and then Kyler was the presidential award winner this last year. So he's the reigning one. So, you know, this night is all about the students. So Kyler gets the last word.
Well, I just want to say thank you to all the staff and faculty here at Howard College and all the Board of Trustees members who make everything possible for the students here, because Howard really does make dreams real and really changes students' lives forever. And so I want you to all bow your heads with me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and thank you for everything you have given us. Thank you for letting us come here tonight to gather here and celebrate the 75th anniversary of the first day of classes here at Howard College. Father, thank you for letting us gather here and communicate with one another, and I pray that you will bless the food that we ate tonight. May it be a nourishment to our body and the hands of those that prepared it. Thank you for the staff here at Howard College, and I pray that you will bless them as they continue to educate the students here, and may they continue to have a successful education for all the students here. Father, I pray that you will bless Howard College for another 75 years and be with each of us as we leave here tonight, and may we all get home safely. And in your son's name I pray, amen.
So, caller, I've been giving out keys all day today, and so I'm gonna open this up so you can see it and the crowd can see it. We've been sharing these keys with different people, and it's a key, and it has dreams on it. And so, as the reigning presidential award winner, I'm going to give you this key because you students are the future of Howard College. You students everywhere, wherever you might be, you're the next board members, you're the next administrators, you're the next people that live in the communities that we serve. You're the future. It was all about you from the beginning, and it will continue for another 75 years. So we're giving you the key. Thank you, Colin. This ends our program. Oh, a picture. Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go a little off topic here, but I just have to do this. There's a guy in this audience, his name's Calvin Belvin. And we call him, or I've got a new nickname for him, he's called Calvin Coliseum. And many of you in the audience know what Calvin has done in this Coliseum for many years. And so Calvin, we're going to give you a round of applause as he retires. He is retiring. So again, this is the end of the program. It concludes with, again, students, employees in our community. Thank you so much for being a part of this 75th anniversary, and we've got a 75 more years to work on. Thank you.